live. I've never done this. I hope my audio is good, and I don't know what it'll look like if people join and start chatting. Hopefully I would be able to see it. As of right now, no one's here. So I guess I don't have to worry about that problem. We'll get to it when we get to it. But yeah, hi everybody. This is my first time trying a vertical live. Oh, Lizzie B is here. Okay, so I see the chat at the bottom. This is great. I'm good. How are you, Lizzie B? Oh, there's 5 people here. Hi, Kate. Yay. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Weebird. Hi, Mortiso Parati. Hi, everybody. Hi, Not Quite Royal. Hi, Michelle. I'm not wearing any makeup. But you guys, this is why lighting is amazing, okay? Like, the lights really even out the skin tone, because I have melasma right here, and because it hasn't been so sunny, or I haven't been out in the sun too much, the melasma gets worse in the sun. So, but you can't see, but I have melasma like right here, and it looks like I have freckles, but it's not freckles there, it's melasma. But thank you, everybody. Enough about that. Hi, Carol. Hi, Ivy of Housepark. Hi. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting that I was able to just start up this live stream like straight from my phone. I have no idea how to share anything here yet. So we're just gonna test this out. Oh, thank you. Yes, get the lights, get the lights. I have the Elgato lights. I have 2 of them, one on each side. To be honest, like, since I decided to go on camera, I have learned so much. So if any of you want like technical advice, let me know. I'm your gal. Hi, Sue. Hi, Gil. Hi, Addie Cakes. Hi, Kat. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're all here. I'm so glad you're all here. Wow, so we have 36 people here on a spontaneous live. How do you all feel about the vertical live versus the regular horizontal lives? I think this is good if you're watching from your mobile device. And I have to say, this is a lot easier for me to get on, because first of all, it's just straight on my phone. I just like hit live and went live. I'm also not wearing a mic, so let me know if my audio sounds okay. And if it doesn't, that it's a bit strange, Ivy says. Yes, everybody, please hit the like button if you can. I would really, really appreciate it. Okay, Addie Cakes doesn't mind either. Audio's great. Okay, I do have like wireless mics that I can try using another time or next time, but if it sounds good, then why make something more complicated than it has to be? I don't see a point in that. You're watching on mobile in bed, Joanne. Thank you. Okay, great. Great, thank you all so much. Okay, good, Grace, thank you. So, and usually when I do the horizontal live streams, I'm using a website called StreamYard. And on StreamYard, I control like pictures that go up, and I can control the chat and highlight the chat. I don't know that I can, like, if I touch it, oh no, all it does is let me remove it, pin it, or something else. I can't like have it flash across the screen like the old videos. You guys, a couple of days ago, I don't know if you'll all notice, but when I put nail polish on, I do one hand first, and I let that one hand dry because I bump everything. And then I'll do the second hand. I do my right hand first, and then I do my left hand. The other day when I recorded a couple of my videos, I hadn't put polish on my left hand yet, and I talk a lot with my hands, so you guys might notice one hand has nail polish and the other doesn't, but that's my trick. That's my trick. I have it on both now, but yeah, I just thought of that right now. Private Owen says, waiting at the parking lot. Still have 10 minutes. Yay! I'm glad. Oh, you loved the parody upload, Claire Bear. I was thinking of doing another one because so much keeps happening about this Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner picture thing. And I'm I'm inclined to believe that, okay, I think there was not a thing to sign to say, um, we do not consent to our pictures. Like, what are people gonna, and you know what, you guys, it's funny how things work out, because I had been meaning to do a video about Harry and Meghan, not Harry and Meghan, Meghan and Trevor's wedding in 2011. Yes, not quite. Roll is a story that won't die. I'm tired of it, honestly. Anna likes this style. Okay, good. Oh yeah, Joanne, that Halloween live was so fun. We're thinking of doing a holiday or a Christmas one. Because our group is diverse in terms of beliefs. We might have a, I don't know what we'll call it, but we'll figure it out. I actually I don't know if Royal Daily Tea is still here, but she and I kind of have a surprise for all of you. But I don't want to spill the beans. I don't want to spill the beans yet, but we have some pretty awesome stuff coming. Mortiso says, girl, that parody had me rolling and crying. Oh, it really was funny. I wish I made it a little bit shorter. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to stick to like 1 minute long, because I think it went on too far. Oh, Royal Daily Tea is here. Michelle is here. So Michelle, I told them we have a little bit, something that's in the works, but I haven't told them what it is. So just, it's going to be, Private Owen. So I posted a short, it's about 2 minutes long, and it's a parody video of someone named Amelia. Her name is Amelia Robertson, and she is a PR member of the PR staff for Meghan, and she has been working for them for 2 months, 3 weeks, and 6 hours, based on the data from just a couple days ago. So Mortiso says the vertical format will make it easier. Yes, definitely easier to do clips. The thing is, Ivy's, how is Amelia doing? She's taking a nap. She's exhausted. Her phone has been off the hook. You will not believe how mad Meghan is about this whole non-disclosure agreements didn't exist thing. So she is getting some much needed rest. I've taken her phone from her. She is not, and I actually have, I told her we need to, I'm laughing because this is actually something I've been talking to a friend of mine about, but I'm pretending to be sending automated messages, and the messages are, oh goodness, what did it say? Thank you for your text message. You have been connected to an answering service. Amelia is not able to get to the phone right now, but she will get to you as soon as it's convenient. And now that convenient word, now that is key, because it's not as soon as possible. It's not as soon as you need it. No, when it's convenient for Amelia, she will get back to you, and it's not convenient right now. So it's not gonna happen right now. But yeah, Amelia's resting. She and I, Friday nights are our favorite nights because we have 2020 and Dateline to watch. And I don't know if Shark Tank's back, but I usually enjoy watching. Okay, so the actual PR person, her name is Emily Robinson, the one that left and my Halloween character was based on. But because I want to make this a regular thing, I don't want to use the name of someone that actually exists, that actually worked for Harry and Meghan. So I changed her name to Amelia Robertson. So it's very, out of topic. Do you mind sharing your lip balm or lip gloss? Sure. I use Fresh. And actually, it says it's advanced therapy, but yeah, this is what I use. It is a little bit on the pricey side, I have to admit, but my lips get so dry. I feel like I'm applying like every 2 hours, but then I also read somewhere that the more you apply lip balm, the drier your lips get. So I don't know. But yeah, this is what I use. I have one that's a color, that's colored as well. But I haven't really used that. I usually use this one. And it's amazing. It's good stuff. Shark Tank and Seinfeld. Yeah, it's a good combination. It's a good combination. Oh, no problem now. I don't want to get in trouble because there was actually someone, even though in the beginning, hi, Wood Gillard. Fresh, is that the one in Sephora? Yes, they have it in Sephora and they have it at Ulta. I usually buy everything at Ulta because I stack up those rewards points. And if I'm not, so a lot of you have asked like what products I use in my hair, what products I use, like my lip balm and clothing and this and that. So I've started like building like an Amazon storefront. I haven't posted anything about it yet, but I want to do that so that if all of you can always go figure out what items I'm using and whatever. But I highly recommend for beauty products, shampoo, anything that's like a liquid, try not to buy it on Amazon. And I should take my own lesson because I buy it from Amazon all the time, but try not to buy it from Amazon because whenever I've read reviews, there's so many times that people are like, oh, this isn't the actual product. Like somehow they took an empty bottle and filled it with something else. So for things like that, I get nervous buying on Amazon. Hi, Lulu's mom. Hi, Space Cat Moonbeam. Yeah, get those sponsors. Gotta love those reward. You guys, I mean, my Ulta reward points are out of control. Like out of control. Like to the point that I have told my mom, if I die, somebody use my Ulta reward points. It's connected to my phone number. Please, someone needs to spend that money. I worked hard to earn those reward points. So it's very important. So Nom Nom says, let me see, a lip balm tip from another one who has super dry lips. Chorus X's Lip Sleep Propolis Lip Sleeping Mask. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thanks for sharing that. Not quite roll thinks it's funny. Yeah, someone has to use those points. I worked hard. And I'm like very strategic about my reward points. Like on my birthday month, it's double points. And what I will do is I will stack points. So I wait until my birthday month and I try, like if I need to buy something, okay, let's just push it a couple months. And then I look to see what's 5 times the points. And then I get 10 times the points because it's 5 times the points times 2 times the points. And I'm very strategic. It's very important to me. I have actually, over the last, I want to say decade, I have been able to buy a Dyson blow dryer and the Dyson Airwrap with my points. Like I did not spend money. I just used my points. So it's very important to me. It's dear to my heart. And someone better use those points at some point. So, Carol is asking everyone to please hit the like button. Yes, please, if you could. So everybody, I want to ask you all a question. So many of us are tired of Harry and Meghan. Like I'm tired of it. You're all tired of it. They've been, not quite roll says, men have fantasy football. We have Sephora and Ulta points. Yes, we do. Oh, Wood Gillard is saying, I love Tiffany True Crime channel. Oh, thank you. So everybody, I don't know if you know, but I have a true crime channel as well. So yeah, I've been posting more often there. So if you can get a chance to check out that channel, please do. It's called Revealing the Crime. The link is always in the description of my videos. And yeah. Wow, 96 of you in here. Hi, thanks for being here, everybody. I love that this was so easy to set up. I should do this more often. Yeah, we need some really juicy crime. There's a lot that's come out, Wood Gillard, lately. And there's one I want to do about Alec Murdaugh. I've been watching the Hulu series. Have you all been watching it? Hi, Casey. Hi. Most of the old gang back together. Kat says, yeah, most of you all are here. Hi, friends. Hi, Chance and Papillon. I'd be interested to see him. You know, Chanson, that one was so... that one was really rough because, and it still is a hard time. Like, look, I get teary-eyed thinking about it because I saw it. So many, all of us, we saw it happen, and I saw it within like 10 seconds of it posted on X, and I was just glued, and it's hard to talk about. And it's one of those things that I feel might be polarizing. And I try to pick topics that are not so polarizing because my goal on this channel is to talk about narcissism. And narcissism occurs in all different political beliefs, and all different nationalities, gender, all over. So I try really hard to be conscientious of that. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Private Owen. Have a good one. Okay, so Claire Bear says our mushroom killer case down under was insane. I just read something about that, Claire Bear, on Daily Mail. I don't know what the case is, but I did just read something about that. What was another? Let me see. I have a list of, okay, so I have a list of true crime ones that I want to do. One of them has to do with someone who stole a Rembrandt painting. I don't know if you guys know about that, but that's one that I wanted to do a video about. And then I've also, like I was saying, I was watching the Murdoch Hulu special. And Joanne, no, I have not had the chat with the great HD tutor. I'm not sure what the chat is, but we have spoken about a potential collab, and we'll see where that goes. So I lost my train of thought. Okay, Murdoch show, Hulu. There's a lot of manipulation. I mean, obviously, right? Alec Murdoch was a master manipulator, and among all of the awful things that he is. But there's one scene that I really want to do a video about. And in that scene, he approaches a young police officer, and without saying the words, "You don't know what you're doing," he's making it clear, like, you're a rookie, you don't know what you're doing, so just let me take the lead. So I want to do a video about that because a lot of times I feel some people say things to us, and I'm going to say for me, sometimes someone says something to me, and in that moment, I don't notice anything wrong or weird or whatever about it. But then I walk away and I'm like, something about that didn't feel right. And then a day or two will pass and I'll be like, well, this is what it was. Oh, please do the collaboration, Joanne says. Yeah, we're working on it. Casey says audio is good. That's great to hear. Oh, thank you, Addie Cakes. Love your insights into narcissism. Yeah, after being with one for years and finally realized I wasn't going cray. Yeah, I know. You start totally doubting your perception of reality completely, 100%. Hi, Aussie Queen. Hi, Demeow. I'm so glad you're all here. Let's see. Definitely with HG. Hi. So let's see. What do you all want to talk about? It's already been 19 minutes. That time has flown by. That was really quick. Okay, thank you, Carol. The one I've been watching is the new show on Hulu. The last episode comes out next week, which I am furious about, okay? I do not like this. We're releasing an episode every week. Release it all at the same time. I do not have the patience to wait a week for a new episode to come out. Like, and I'm so mad at myself because I won't watch a show if they're in the middle of putting out episodes, I won't watch it because I don't have the patience. Oh, thank you. It's actually, we were just talking about it, Molly Mae. This is what I use by Fresh, and it's called Sugar Advanced Therapy. So this is what I use. Oh, Diane, thanks for being here. Yeah, the collab, it'll be a good collab. I think so too. I've just been making some Christmas. Oh, that sounds fun. Aussie Queen. I've been doing some spring cleaning, winter cleaning today. Okay, Wendy says a really good show about narcs is Jason Porter. I have not heard of that show, Wendy. Where can we find it? Oh, thank you very much. That is very, I'm not wearing makeup right now. This is just lighting. Lighting and CeraVe lotion. Oh, thanks, Royal Daily. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, we've been emailing back and forth and we just keep missing each other. So hopefully soon we can do a collab. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Lil Rax. What made you think about Megan? So I didn't know anything about Megan. I just noticed that the first story that caught my eye was about how she treated Princess Charlotte. And you need that lighting, Ivy of House Park. It's Elgato lights. There's two of them. One is here and one is here. And you will not believe like how I had to adjust. It took me a long time to get this whole setup figured out. But okay, I need to same train of thought. Like I keep getting distracted. So sorry. Oh, thank you for my glasses. Yeah, they're huge. I think when I first got them, the person thought that I wanted sunglasses because it's such a big frame. And I'm like, no, I want huge glasses. My eyebrows, one of them is crooked. So whenever I wear glasses, I want them to cover my eyebrows as much as they can. So I always wear big ones. Oh, thank you, Claire Bear. My uncle painted this. This is my uncle's painting. Can you believe that? It's beautiful. I know, I love it. When I decided that I was gonna go on camera, I knew that I wanted that painting to be in the background, so I made sure I made the setup so that the painting is behind us. Okay, is on Prime, Wendy says. Okay, I'll go take a look, Wendy. Thank you for sharing that. It looks like a Monet. Yeah, it is scary, Wendy, how easily we can be conned. So in my possession, I only have this one, but my mom has a couple of his paintings and she has already decided like which one she's going to give to me and which one she's going to give to my sister. So there are other ones that I will inherit, but to be honest, I get nervous because my uncle is no longer with us, and if anything what if this falls? What if there's a fire? What if, so personally, I like the idea that his paintings are distributed among all of my cousins and I, so that it still lives on. Yeah, he was very talented. And I mean, this thing is huge. It's really big. I would move it, but because I haven't done a live like this before, I'm a little nervous to show you. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see. That's what it looks like. It's huge, right? It's really big. Yeah, so that's my uncle's painting. I love it. He has another one that's very similar to this one, but it has two swans in it. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, so Lulu's mom says that's what we did with my great-grandma's paintings. All of the cousins have them. Yeah, I think it's the best way, and it's their legacy that lives on. My uncle, he didn't have, he never got married. He never, he never had kids. His whole life was his art, and it's it needs to be displayed. It's his legacy. So I have no idea where the like button is. Joe Vickers, I have no idea. Hi, Tracy Cummings. Thanks for being here, everybody. Top of the page, it says. So I promise everybody that I am going to do more research on these vertical lives. Like, can I show, can I share my screen and show you all stuff and things like that? So I'm gonna do that. Today I just hit go live. I even texted Michelle right before this. I was like, Michelle, I'm gonna go do a vertical live. And she's like, on YouTube? And I'm like, yes, let's see how this turns out. Oh, hi, Shaz. Hi, Paula Mayo. Tap twice for like, it says. Okay, good to know. Thank you. So how's everyone's weather right now? Lulu's mom says, it's now under Tiffany's picture, the like button. YouTube, move them if you're on the computer. Okay, good to know. Kat says, Garrett says the stolen Rembrandt from Boston is fascinating. Okay, sounds good, Kat. Yeah, send that to me. I saw an article about it and I like skimmed it and I thought this would be a good one to talk about on my true crime channel. Oh, thank you, Joanne. It's cold and raining in the UK, Addie Cake says. Snow melting in Quebec. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Quebec. Rainy weather in Germany. It's raining here too in Southern California. I love it. Joanne says weather in UK is wet and windy tonight. Cold in New England, Miss Betsy says. 30 raining and 30 degrees Celsius in Israel. 30 degrees Celsius is warm, isn't it? Right? Because room temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. I could be completely wrong. Cool in Southwest Florida, Carol says, but it's warming up. Aussie Queen says it's been warm here. It started raining today. It's so beautiful. I love it. And it's going to be raining for like the next week. Have I looked at the Karen Reed trial? Yes, more to so. We actually, on my true crime channel, we live streamed the closing arguments and we were on jury duty watch. There was a small group of us and it was just so fun. And the thing is, I wasn't able to share my screen and show the screen. So everybody, I think it was maybe like up to 10 of us, were watching it on our own screen and then chatting with each other. But those are still on, they're on my true crime channel. And we only watched the closing arguments because right before the closing arguments, we were watching Lori Daybell's trial about the Brandon Boudreaux attempted murder trial. And that one I was able to stream because it was considered like public, I think. So we watched that entire trial. That was a good time. And then once that trial ended, because the jury came back really quick for that one, the group was like, well, what are we gonna watch next? And I was like, well, closing arguments for Karen Reed are tomorrow. So we watched that and, oh goodness, I'm forgetting his name. The defense attorney. He knows how to talk. Like, he is incredibly convincing and confident. And he used to be a prosecutor in LA. So there's a lot of old Dateline episodes that pop up and he's in them. I forget what his name was. If anyone remembers, let me know. Alan Jackson. Yes, thank you. Okay, so Mortiso says we'll have to go there. It has morphed into a whole new monster. Yeah. So have there been any updates? Mortiso, it might be a little bit boring because we literally streamed for like 8 hours. We were just chatting. It was very much like a group atmosphere. It was really fun. Hi, Susan. Yes, with Proctor issue, Mortiso says. Oh, I'm going to look into that because I haven't heard about that. Yeah. Oh, everybody. So thanks, Carol, for bringing this up. So Royal Daily Tea has a second channel. It's called Royal Daily Tea History and Fashion. So go and subscribe to her as well. And, Michelle and I, we have a really good surprise for you. Garrett says the Missing Crypto Queen BBC podcast. And Carol is asking everyone, and I'm going to ask all of you too, I say it at the end of all my videos, that in lieu of super chats and super stickers, if you would kindly consider donating to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Their information should be in the description. I've had it set so that it always shows up there. So, and actually, I just read another true crime thing I was thinking about doing was about Zachary Ty Bryan. Do you all know who Zachary Ty Bryan is? He was the oldest son in Home Improvement. And he has had quite the violent history with his romantic partners. Yes, Home Improvement, Lulu's mom. Yes, so I was thinking about doing a video about that. And when I do the true crime stuff, I recognize even more how important it is to really talk about DV. I get worried about what words YouTube might flag, but there are a lot of people that are isolated and they need help, and maybe they don't know that they need help. And this community is just so beautiful. I've seen how all of you support each other in the comments, and I like that collectively we can also try to make an impact on the world. And the other thing is too, whenever I talk about the National Domestic Violence Hotline, I put a picture up, and I do that because you never know who's watching. They may not know that there's that resource even available. So no, too old to care. You're not very late. We've been here. Wow, 31 minutes. That's really fast. Hi, Grace Myers. Hi, Angela. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad. How do you all feel about this format? Let me know. Is this easier? Wood Gillard says, my daughter's ex-controlling behavior is still not widely known. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of times we may not even recognize it for what it is, not even until later. Especially when you've been told for so long your gut feeling is not right. You think that you're not stable. You think that you're the one that has the issues. And then on top of all of that, there's isolation that's happened. So yeah. Angela, we're just shooting the breeze. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Let's see, what else do you all want to talk about? Let me think. What else is going on? Okay, I'm going to bring up a topic. It's a fun topic because it's Friday night. Mr. Bean has a new movie coming out, everybody. I am so excited. And it's funny because just the other night, it does feel like having a video call with friends. It actually, I feel like I could do this all the time. It's so much easier than getting my camera up and my mic set up. And then when I'm on the wider format, I feel like, I don't know, I have to do my makeup and look presentable, but I'm in sweats right now, you guys. I'm just cozy and comfortable. It's with a baby, Skylab says. I can't, and it comes out December 10th. I'm excited. Aussie Queen says, still waiting for the right husband for me. Sorry to sound selfish. No, that is not selfish. We all have needs and we all have desires, and it's not being selfish. And I think that's what happens a lot of times when we've been around narcissists for so long, that we're taught that when we pursue our needs and our wants, that makes us selfish, and it doesn't. So I just want to to validate you on that. Pursue your happiness. Don't settle. You know that. You don't want to end up in a bad marriage. So someone just said something about High Grove. Let's see. I missed it. I think I scrolled too much. Morty Mortiso says that is not selfish at all. Yep, you deserve what your needs state you do. Yep. Yep, narcissists are like living in a tornado zone, Angela says. Yeah, never settle. It's okay to wait. I agree. I agree, too old to care. Completely agree. And look, everyone see, and this is what I mean. Like, everyone is so wonderful. Look at all these comments. How supportive everybody is and how wonderful all of you are. Diane says, I'm going through a very rough time in my relationship. He made a major decision concerning his work schedule and didn't even consider me. He didn't come to me and talk about it. Oh, Diane, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. When those types of things happen, it's a lot of conflicting feelings, right? I experienced something similar like that with my ex-husband. And I'm just going to use this as an example and just show how I'm going to describe how I felt. And I imagine you might feel similar. So my ex-husband went and bought a car just out of nowhere and didn't tell me, didn't sit down and discuss finances with me, like nothing. And what it does is, first of all, it makes you feel like you have no power in the relationship. You have no, it's not a partnership, because one person just goes and makes independent decisions without the other. And like, look, like, had he come and said it, or not even asked it, but just discussed it, I would have never said no, as long as our finances were okay. But it's just, it makes you feel undervalued. It makes you feel like your opinion doesn't matter. It makes you feel like you're not in a partnership, and makes you feel like you're not even considered, like you're invisible. That's a good way to say it. It makes you feel invisible. So I'm sending you big hugs, and I'm so sorry, Diana, Diana says it's a lack of respect. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sending you all wonderful feelings and big hugs, and I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah, everyone is sending good vibes. Aussie Queen went through the same thing. Yeah. It just makes you feel like you don't even matter, especially when your character is to generally go along with what everybody else says, So it's done. In my case, I think my ex just wanted me to not feel like it was a partnership. Angela says, my husband told a friend there's not a woman on earth that don't think about them first. I'm not sure, Angela, if I understood exactly what you said. My interpretation of that is that your husband told someone that they think all women think about themselves first. I respectfully disagree. I actually think women are conditioned to put other people first, because that's what happens when a woman becomes a mother, right? So I feel like it's really ingrained in us, actually, to take care of people. And we need to be reminded, don't forget to take care of yourself. So Too Old to Care says, Tiffany, are you completely healed, or does never really happen? I feel I'm healed from my marriage, and I feel I'm healed from, I know my patterns. I know that I am very, very sensitive to words. And I think that awareness is maybe what is the healing part of it. Because if someone comes and sweet talks me, I can be like putty in their hand. But I know that about myself now. And I pay a lot more attention to how someone acts versus what they're saying. And I didn't used to be that way. That's the biggest thing that I've learned. In fact, now, if someone that I don't know very well starts overly complimenting me or overly emphasizing how close the friendship or relationship or whatever it is, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. I feel like I'm getting love bombed. So I think, yeah, someone's American women explore before marriage, so your point is invalid. I'm not sure what you mean, Clorox. I don't know if I lost that. I don't know who Skip is talking about, but that's fine. You know, I don't know if you're talking about me, and if you are, that's okay. I knew when I show my face that there might be people that say things about my appearance, and it's who I am. Can't change it. This is what it is. I actually get a lot more offended if people come from my intelligence or something like that. Like that bothers me because my appearance, this is what it is, guys. What can I do? Lulu's mom says, I've had it done to me so many times I thought I was a narcissist. It makes you go numb. Oh, thank you, Diana. Thank you. Tool to Care says, I'm happy for you, Tiffany, but I hope you really give true love another chance unless you already have. You're beautiful inside and out. You guys, I feel so fulfilled with my life right now. It's amazing how much Revealing the Narc has fulfilled me in ways I never thought that it would. I thoroughly enjoy talking about Meghan and Harry and making these videos. I enjoy so much talking to all of you. And I think that this is what they say, like you need to be a whole person first before you can be part of a relationship. I don't forget what the phrase is. And I really feel that's where I am. But I also really enjoy my life and my freedom. And I like that I can just hop on a live like this right now. You know, there's a lot of, I don't know, you know what? What's meant to be will be. And happy to be where I am. I love where I am in life. I'm grateful for where I am in life. I'm grateful for all of my experiences, good and bad, because that is how I've come to be where I am and come to make the friendships that I've made through this avenue. I feel like there are so many wonderful people here. Kat says we are survivors. We are, and I just love how compassionate and wonderful everybody here is in this community. I've definitely felt the love. Yeah. Abert also says, think very carefully before making a big move for someone. I read a quote that fits me. Loneliness, yes, that's a very good quote. It says, loneliness is a poor advisor, I'm sorry. And I let that happen to me and get swept off my feet. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just look at Harry. Where was Harry in life when he met Meghan? Vulnerable. He was vulnerable because he wanted what his brother had, so he wanted to rush into a relationship. He didn't know his military career, kind of like his active duty or however you want to call it, like that had pretty much ended. He was at a crossroads. He didn't know where to go. And his vulnerability led him down a path that has resulted in him living a life that seems to be in direct conflict to all of the things that he has said fulfill him. Being a humanitarian, living his mom's memory. It's just very much in conflict. He had no responsibilities. He was being covered by his father, not a grown-up. Lulu's mom says, yes. And I guess what I mean is that one of his chapters had ended. Regardless of how active he was in that chapter, he didn't know what was going to happen moving forward. He was looking for something. He was looking for something else to do. And unfortunately, Megan knew that. Oh, Ollie, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I would sing for you, but I don't want to mess up your birthday. Joanne says, Harry had issues he refused to acknowledge or deal with. Harry enjoyed playing the victim. He got away with it so much. Yeah. Yeah. Too old to care says, but he's had so many chances to get out, yet always makes excuses for Megan and refuses to leave that miserable marriage he's stuck in. And that's just it. Does he know he's miserable? Does he know it yet? I always tell this story. When I was with my ex-husband, I mentioned it a while ago in one of my videos, but we lived in a nice place, you know. We were renting a home. I had 2 stepkids, and I mean, I loved it. It was a beautiful home. In fact, I would complain about how long it takes to clean it. But is it possible to not know? Yes, Miss Betsy, and I'm gonna tell you how I didn't know. This is that story. So whenever we would leave the house, there was an apartment we would pass, and it wasn't in as nice of a neighborhood. And it was an old apartment. Like, our home was newer and this home was a lot older. But I remember looking and seeing that there would be a woman that would be sitting on her balcony and she'd have her cat with her. And I remember thinking, wow, the people in that house must be so happy. And my reason for mentioning the exterior of what it looked like was that what I was tapping into was not that this other person lived in a mansion. It was that they looked like they had peace. They looked like they could sit outside with their pet and just relax. So in hindsight, now I recognize why I would have that thought, you know. So yeah, Shah says Megan plays on Harry's jealousy of his brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I just did a video about that, how when Megan walked into Catherine and William's home with Harry next to, and these were for Harry's own words in spare, Megan kept saying, wow. And that was completely done to make, number one, Harry jealous of William. Yep, the wow video. I did 2 wow videos this week. One is that incident, and then that led me to a second wow topic. And that second wow had to do with coming out on the balcony, when Catherine came out on the balcony and she said, wow. And then Megan copied that story in Omid Scobie's book. Yep, she was manipulated from the start. And you know what, Addie Cakes? The thing that gets me the most, she had him around her finger before they even met in person. Oh, that's okay, Aussie Queen, press the wrong. There's a third wow. When Harry said wow when seeing Catherine in the gold dress. Oh, I didn't know about that one, Chanson. Okay, Carol says, also Catherine did the decorations. She was the art major and took advice from the experts. Yeah. Too Old to Care says, but H has so many resources we could only dream about. All his therapists surely have to have asked him, are you truly happy? See, here's the thing though. Okay, funny story. I didn't know my ex was a narcissist until I left and I was talking to my therapist, and my therapist was like, you know, he's a narcissist, right? So when you're in it, at least my therapist did not drop that hint to me at all. It was only when I had separated that my therapist said it, and then I started looking it up and I was like, oh my gosh, he totally was. And I lost my train of thought. And yes, he does have resources, But who's paying for those resources, right now? Who put him in contact with those resources? I just saw that day that Megan was wearing that black and white dress at Soho House in New York, she had a picture taken with someone who, oh, hi, Miss Panda. With some, yeah, follow the money, Lizzie says, yeah. Who I think did like horoscopes or psychic readings or something like that. And my purpose in saying that is if Megan's the one paying these people, then these people are going to say things that are going to be beneficial to Megan. Or you never know, Megan may have sought these people out and been like, hey, can you say this to Harry? Or you never know. I don't know. I don't hold anything past these master manipulators. Let's see. Diana says, how did you know, if you don't mind me asking, what were the cues you maybe missed when you were in it that your therapist was able to point out to you? Don't share if you don't feel comfortable. Okay, the biggest thing is that, so I met my ex in 2009, and he and I were married in 2011, and then we had one long separation in 2013 that was about 6 weeks long. Within 2009 and 2013, that man left me 10 times. 10 times that he ended the relationship with me. And now most of those times he ended it, he and I were living together. So I literally would pack my bags and go and try to figure out where am I going to live. 10 times. That's the discard cycle. That was the biggest thing. And then in 2013, after a long separation, he said, let's go to therapy, and I promise I'll go to therapy. Let's go to couples therapy, and then I'll go to individual therapy. And I was like, okay, well, guess what? Once I was back, he went to therapy one time. That's it. Because he had me back. And I had told him in 2013, the next time is the last time. I am not coming back. It's not, I'm done. I'm not coming back. So he didn't pull any of that until 2020. And in 2020, what happened, I made the choice to leave. But it's because I couldn't stay. I couldn't stay. Oh, thank you, Molly. Honestly, okay, I'm going to share you. I'm going to share another story. I think I want to say I cried for like 3 weeks, okay? Like it was heartbreaking, that you've been married for so long and had a relationship for so long. And I had stepkids and I missed my stepkids, but in the back of my mind, I always knew, I think. And then when my therapist confirmed it and I started looking back on hindsight, and when you don't have that stress of walking on eggshells every single day and of building, like you guys, my home here, it's not that much. It's 1 bedroom, but I don't need more than that. This is the most peaceful place I've ever had. Shaz, I did. And I actually had chronic shoulder pain. I was getting cortisone shots. I had MRIs done, tendinitis in both shoulders, bursitis in one, a partial tear in another. I kid you not, within a couple weeks of me leaving, I was like, my shoulders don't hurt anymore. Like it literally affects you physiologically. Peace is priceless, Wendy says. Yes. Like I love my home. Everything here I've chosen. It's just, it's freedom, it's freedom. And that's why if I do ever want to pursue something with someone else, it needs to be peaceful. People have disagreements. But disagreements don't need to get ugly. You know, you don't need to be insulting someone or putting someone down. Thank you, not quite royal. I was about to say something, you guys. What was I going to say? What time is it? Oh, it's 3:26 my time. My dog starts eating around 4 o'clock. So in about 30 minutes. About a half an hour before she needs to eat, she comes and she here, I'm gonna get her for you. I want to show you all my little dog. Let me get her. Aurora, come here. Come here. Come here. Let me pick you up. Oh, good girl. You guys ready to see the cutest thing ever? Hi. Say hi, Aurora. Oh, let me pick you up. Oh, there we go. Say hi. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, here we go. There she is. This is how we always sit. Yeah, there. Isn't she so cute? Aren't you so precious? Aren't you such a sweetie? Oh my goodness, what a little baby. Yes, you are. She got a haircut today. Yeah, she is so cute. And she will literally sit here. Look, she'll chill like this. She has no boundaries, by the way. Sometimes when I'm on the phone, she'll come and she'll lay across my mouth because she doesn't want me talking to anybody else. I'm only hers. Let's see. Joanne says, today, Tiffany, you now know yourself. That might have been a painful lesson, but you now know yourself and will not get, yes, I won't. She is a star. She's been to the salon, yeah. Chihuahua, look at her little paw. Who is this? Who's this princess? She is adorable. She's a little princess. She's really tiny, and I don't let her walk around outside. I used to, but the last time we were walking, there were hawks circling. And I found out that hawks can actually, look, she wants me to hold her hand. Yeah, I love you too, Bubba. You're a good girl. How do I see more? I'm not sure, too old to care, how you see more than one comment at a time. Foxes will snatch, and we have coyote. I'm right up against a mountain. The hawks in SoCal, yeah, they're no joke. So I don't let her walk around outside. She's always in my purse. So she really is a princess. She does not step on asphalt or grass. She does not. And another thing that worries me is if she gets bit by like a spider or a snake or something. She's so small that the toxin, I feel like, will be, oh, are you tired? Are you so tired? You're a star, Bubba. Look, everybody loves you. And she's such a quiet little chihuahua, too. She doesn't make a sound. She really doesn't. Oh, Gilly's here. Hi, Gilly. Carol says Bogart is on a leash due to being 10 pounds. Yeah, I can't protect her forever. That's true. Test. I can't protect her forever, but I'm going to do my best for as long as I can. Miss Panda says, my pork roast would like to be carried, but at 39 pounds, no way. Aw. Too Old to Care says, do you think it could just be a PR thing between both sides? It totally could be. I mean, I feel like over the last couple of years, we've learned so much about how shady Hollywood is and how these inner dealings work. I was talking to a friend of mine and I was saying that I don't think there is a single celebrity that if they promoted something that I would go and buy it based off of their influence. I can't think of one. Like, I really love Britney Spears, but if she was promoting a perfume, I don't think I would want to buy it just because she's selling it. And in fact, I would much rather buy like a brand I already own and I know that I like it. But that's just my opinion. You all let me know. Like with this whole thing, oh, Oprah's favorite things. Girl, Oprah, if you say it's your favorite thing, the last thing I'm doing is buying it. If it's your favorite thing, I'm going to hate it. Hi, Zephyr. I don't know if I got to say hi. And Abratasso, yes, her name is Aurora. She's a little baby. Yeah, it's such a crock. And I remember like maybe a decade ago, being so impressed by things that were on Oprah's list. But nowadays, no, I'm running the other way. I'm running the other way. Um, Diana says, my precious baby Paisley has Cushing's disease. She's 16 and starting to have a lot of trouble. Oh, Diana, I'm so sorry. You're having a lot of, you're going through a really rough time. I'm sending you big hugs. These dogs are seriously everything. They really are. Yeah, sending big hugs your way, Diana. Oh, you bought tea from my, so you got the Christmas tea? You guys, I'm so crazy. I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? Don't tell anybody. I actually bought 4 more canisters of the tea. But it's just so good. And you know what I've been doing? I didn't do it today. But what I've been doing is I boil water in a little tea kettle in the morning, and I add a stick of cinnamon in it and some dried apples and some dried oranges and maybe a couple of cloves. And then I let it like simmer, and my house smells so good. And then I turn it off, and then I turn it back on, and then I turn it off. Oh, Miss Panda says I have gorgeous teeth. When I was a kid, I could not close my mouth without my teeth pointing out. I had braces for 5 years, and then I was so bad I did not wear my retainers at all. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying, everybody. Oh, what I do to make the house smell good. And then at night, that same water that has the cinnamon and everything in it, I will brew my actual tea in that water. Miss Panda says my daughter didn't wear her retainers and it shows. Oh, try using dry cranberries. Okay. It elevates things like mint, Mortiso. Who is Amelia? Amelia is a fictional character who is, if we're talking about the same Amelia, who is Megan's PR assistant, and she's going through a tough time. Yeah, so I also started trying the brandy butter from Highgrove. It's delightful. It's delightful. It's Tiffany's alter ego. IVF Housebark braces had them for a long time too. Yeah. Yeah, and then you look like nowadays, I think the braces now are all Invisalign, right? That's what they do nowadays. No, she's not a real person. She's inspired by a real person, but she's not a real person. Amelia deserves an all expenses paid vacay. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gilly. It really is. I was showing it earlier. Let's see if I can do it. There's the whole thing. So because I'm using my phone, it's not blurred in the background. The camera I use to film my regular YouTube videos, it's like blurred out back there. So it's a lot more clear. Yeah, she is falling asleep. But she knows what time it is. She knows. 25 more minutes, Bubba, and then you get what you want. She knows. She's such a good girl. Okay, Diana says, I just screenshot your comment. Oh, good. I'm glad you're getting some feedback, Diana, from Zephyr. Highly sensitive introvert says, funny, I had braces for 2 years, then the retainer, but didn't wear them. Teeth shifted back and back to braces, then retainer again, and wore it for many years. Great. I wasn't able to wear my retainers. I had my braces for 5 years. And when I tasted that sense of freedom, yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. I wore it for a while, but like my bottom teeth, actually, some of them are a little bit crooked. But whatever. At this point, dogs can tell time. Yeah, she can. She actually, I feed her at 8 a.m., 12 p.m., and 4 p.m. She will start pawing at me an hour before it's time to eat. And I'll tell her, it's not time yet. You still have a solid hour. But no, she wants to make sure I don't forget. And it's like, little girl, I will not forget. I won't forget, okay? I know. I know you get hungry. She knows that word. She also knows the word TREAT, which we won't say. And she also knows I have an automated device that distributes TREATS, and it's called an FURBO. she knows that too. So I very selective. She also knows DINNER. She knows LUNCH, and she knows BREAKFAST. Did she get messed up with the time change? She did, actually, that very first day, but I stuck to the schedule. And honestly, because it's the morning feeding that's the harder one, because she had to wait an extra hour for that. But because I feed her during the day every 4 hours, I think she got used to it. Jessica Jen says, oh no, my last cat knew the word bacon. It's so funny. Miss Panda says, the one shirt far away to get my dog into his pen is to say, time for nose cream. Aww. That's cute. That's cute. These pets they're everything, right? Kat says, Bentley and Tinkerbell wait at the top of the stairs when they know Evie will be home. Oh, that's so sweet. Linda says, we have to spell things out in front of our birds. Wow, really, Linda? That's sweet too. They're so smart. Like, I look at Aurora and I'm like, how is there a brain in here? But it's so little. How are there little lungs in here? How? I don't know. It's so tiny. And Aurora's very, very smart. Susan says, our puppy is the first pet ever to get messed up by the time change. Not fun. It's an hour girl. Yeah. Yeah. Aussie Queen misses having a pet. Yeah, it brings purpose to our lives. Oh, Too Old to Care says, I'm so bored with H&M. You and me both. I was watching something just now. I think I was watching Scandalous Media, and she was doing a recap of all of the things that had happened. And it's literally been since October 4. Every weekend, these two have been out. We're tired. Megan, stay home so we can catch up. I do want to ask you all, though. So a lot of people say, like, don't cover them, don't talk about them so much. And here's the thing, though. If we don't talk about them, then they're going to control the narrative. They need to be talked about. They need to be dissected. They need to be analyzed. Otherwise, they do actually win. I know it seems like when we talk about them, they get the headlines and they win. But really, when they win is when there's no opposing voice. That, in fact, actually, this is a really good point. Why do you think they go after the First Amendment? Because they want to silence the opposing voices. We cannot silence the opposing voice. We need to call them out for everything that they are doing. I mean, honestly, I also think that they're broke. I really think that they're broke. When I saw that picture of Megan with potentially a tarot reader or a psychic or whatever, it made me think of a Seinfeld episode where George doesn't have a boss, or George doesn't have a job, and he's going to a psychic and he's going on vacation. And Jerry's like, how about you get a job? So I was thinking of making a meme about that, where Jerry's, how about you get a job? How about you find some work and stop going on vacation and maybe save your money? Let's see. Seeing her through the narc lens has been so revealing. I absolutely agree. Highly sensitive introvert says, did you hear M's show comes out December 3rd? Yeah, and Royals hosting Germany from the 3rd to the 5th, and Catherine concert on the 5th, all in December. She, at this point, she doesn't, see, she tries to cover my mouth so I stop talking. Oh, this silly girl. Horses are amazing, Susan says. Oh, that's sweet. So at this point, nothing, it still surprises us when Megan does these things. And then the second thought is like, did we expect anything different though? You know, oh, Yawani, she's so cute. Look at that face. Are you such a good girl? Yeah, she's a good girl. She wants to EAT soon. 19 more minutes, Baba, and then it's time. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, but yeah, so we need to cover her. We need to talk about her. We can't let her have these shenanigans and let her get away with it. Which brings me to another point. Who else do you all want to hear about? So there is a video I want to make about Hilaria Baldwin. And there's a couple of Blake Lively stuff that's come out. Yeah, I carry her in a purse, and she knows which purse it is too. Oh, you want to give me your paw? Yeah, Shaz, that he sits there and tells us. Abert also says, Tiffany, you're right. Might give them attention, but if people don't talk about their shenanigans, they'll possibly keep the titles in line of succession and do irreversible damage in years to come. Exactly. And, you know, if you really think about what is the biggest thing that they're pushing? Silence. They want silence. And we will not let them have silence. We will be talking about them. We will be criticizing them. They have to be. You know, we have to call them out or they get away with it. Blake got slayed in court, Miss Panda says. Okay, so you all would like to hear a little bit about Blake. And Kat says it's gone quiet with Blake. There's been a couple of articles I've seen, something about what's going on in the court cases. I saw Justin Baldoni might have released some footage while they were filming. I think there was something about Colleen Hoover also, that she was forced to pick sides or something like that. Yeah. Miss Panda says can't stand Hilaria. Yeah, and she just had an article that came out that talks about how she and Alec are in therapy because of their age difference or something like that. And I read the first like couple of sentences and I was like, well, this actually sounds healthy the way she's describing it, but I didn't probe too deep. It might be toxic if I was to read further. Shah says it makes me wonder how much Megan whispers to him before. He probably has a piece in his ear the whole time. Yeah. And then there's also the David Harbour, Lily Allen stuff. And I don't know much about the two of them. And I know a lot of times some people get upset, like, you know, why do you talk about this person or that person? They're not a narcissist. What I like to do, what I think I'm doing, is I'm taking stories that are out there and I'm turning them into teachable moments. Of course, the truth is important, right? But my channel is not dissecting whether the article or the book or the movie or whatever is accurate. My thought is to take what's out there and translate it into a situation that you may experience, and how do we learn from that? So when I talk about Lily Allen or David Harbour, what I'm really talking about is the situation and what is being said in the media and how do we experience that same type of thing. Lizzie says, no cap. I personally think she sets him up to sound like a dunce. Oh, okay. I think someone is, oh, there it is. Say hi, Aurora. Okay, everyone, wow, it's been 73 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending time with me. I appreciate you all so much. I'm glad, Susan, that you've learned a lot about narcissism. I appreciate it. Pause up, not quite royal says she's ready. She's ready. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for being here. If I could ask all of you to please hit the like button on your way out. This was a very good experience for me. I'm very excited to do this again. So I will talk to you all soon. I love you all so much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, everybody.